When I was 17 years of age, I got into pickup. I started reading books by Neil Strauss, by Mystery. I started downloading products from Real Social Dynamics, and I got into game. And I thought that was what led me to having a girlfriend. That was what led me to having intimate relationship with a girl. But before I actually got a girlfriend, I remember that I was reading a book known as The Sex God Method. And while reading that book, I was so immersed into the sentences of that book that I had a very strong, vivid imagination of me having intimate relationship with a girl that I like. And fast forward that event, 4 or 5 months later, I had my first intimate relationship with a woman. I was 19 at that time. And I thought RST, I thought game, I thought pickup lines, I thought openers, I thought all of these direct indirect games, learning about so many game principles, inner game, outer game, was actually what helped me to get a girl, to get a girl to like me, to have intimate relationship with her. But when COVID happened, I broke up with my girl. I was going through a medical school training here in Nepal. I was facing a lot of personal problems in my life and my body, and I had a full blown panic attack. And I had learned so much about how to develop confidence, how to develop outer game, how to use this tactic and that tactic in order to build up my confidence. But during lockdown, no one is allowed to leave their house in my country. And that was when I completely broke down. And then I realized that I need to build true self confidence. I need to truly become free from this anxiety and panic attacks. This game, these pickup lines, this real social dynamics principles, mystery, Neil Strauss are not going to help me. So what I did was I started to turn towards spirituality. I started to learn about the power of human mind. I studied so many spiritual mentors from the East. I studied the Book of Secrets by Osho. That book it is my favorite book. And as I learned some really interesting things from that book, I was led to discovering other manifestation experts like Neville Goddard and Joe Dispenza. And what really broke my mind was learning that imagination creates reality. When I first learned about that, it all made sense. By reading Six God Method and completely imagining that I was already having intimate relationship with that girl, with a particular girl, that imagination got outpictured into the reality. It's not that I got a girl because of RST, because of game, because of pickup, but because my imagination got so vivid while reading that book that it actually happened in my three-dimensional world of experience. So what you have to understand is that science of getting girls is not actually complicated. You do not have to learn about openers. You do not have to learn about direct game versus indirect game. You do not have to learn about premise or statement of intent. You do not have to learn about how to close her, how to isolate her, how to work the two set. No, none of that thing is actually important. What is actually important is developing a very strong imagination. If you can imagine that you're already with a beautiful girl and you're having wonderful relationship with her, she's touching you, you're smelling her, you are kissing her, she's complimenting you on how peaceful, on how relaxed you are, on how magnetic you are, and you provide all the sensory vividness to this imaginal act, then this imaginal act must get out pictured into your reality. The only thing that you must be really good at is being able to hold your attention on this particular imaginal act. Because right now your attention has a very monkey like nature. It either goes to the past traumatic events or it either goes towards the future anticipatory worst case scenarios of your life. But you have to hold your attention on the imaginal act that signifies that your wish, your desire is already fulfilled. If you want to be a man who is having a wonderful relationship with a girl, Start to hold your attention on that imaginal act. If you want to be a man who is completely free from anxiety, panic attacks, and who is truly confident, create an imaginal act where you are that type of person. For example, you wake up in the morning, you imagine that you wake up in the morning and you just have a big smile on your face instead of racing thoughts in your head, and you're saying to yourself, wow, I'm finally confident. Wow, I'm finally free from anxiety and panic attacks. Your friends and family are complimenting you in this imaginal act that you're really peaceful, you're really relaxed all of a sudden, and they are asking you what's the secret of achieving this level of good mental health so fast. If you can vividly imagine these things happening to you, all these wonderful things happening to you, they will get out pictured into your three-dimensional world of experience, because your three-dimensional world of experience is not even real. It is a projection from your own subconscious mind. This is the reason why yogis have been calling your physical personal reality as Maya. Maya means a magical lie. When you program your subconscious mind, when you impress strongly visualized act in your subconscious mind and you feel the feelings from those imaginal act, your external reality must change. It must reflect whatever you have imagined. So this is the science of getting girls. This is the science of truly becoming free from anxiety, panic attacks, and truly becoming a confident man. Now, if you want one-on-one personalized coaching from me, where I will hold your hand to success, I will truly make you feel confident, free from anxiety and panic attacks, then message me on my Gmail or my WhatsApp, which are linked in the description box down below and also the pinned comment section down below as well. Subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.